original building was built between 1896 and 1899 as the last lagered fort built in South Africa. Just consisted of 4 walls with an armory inside. The reason for it being built was that there had been a Lafleur rebellion in East Griqualand, which the border mounted rifles had put down, but they were afraid that there would be attacks coming up here. So you can't see it now, but what they did was they found this lovely flat piece of ground which had a 360-degree outlook, and got £30,000 from the government and built the fort, which was never then used as a fort. So in 1902 it was given to the Natal Mounted Police and they converted it to a prison.
Okay.
So we're standing here in the prison warder's house, and they used the original walls of the fort to build the cells and offices and so on. So when you go out into the courtyard and you look on the right-hand side behind our ethnobotanical garden, you'll still see some of the original wall with the loopholes and so on.
Very nice.
At the same time, they built the magistrates' court over the fence, which still operates today. And they built the magistrate's house down the road. You might have seen it. It's a very similar building. Yeah.
When I was driving down there, I think we did see something like that.
Yeah. So it was a prison for 70 years, and then in 1972, the magistrates started sending prisoners elsewhere, and the building closed down. Owned by Public Works, it was then leased by people from the community who then created the museum. So it was officially opened in 1981, and the building itself became a national monument in 1981.
Nice.
So just to get the most out of it, as I said, send you through the house this way, and then you go out and you can see all the displays and so on.
And you said the year was again?
Sorry?
The year was?
1902, the house
1902.
was built,
Okay.
yes. And please don't forget to sign our visitor's book.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy
In
your
fact,
visit.
my missus wanted to actually ask you, do you know anything about trains in the area?
No, very little,
Because
sadly.
she saw...
There were train tracks that were not being used anymore.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about an Underberg?
Yes.
Yes. How many train tracks are being used in South Africa nowadays? Yeah.
True. I'd just like to know when was those train tracks actually lastly used before they set to like the national trains. Like, do you know maybe when it was last used?
I will just tell you a little bit of local history about it.
Okay.
Is that there was, you might have noticed on the road,
Yes.
all the oak trees.
Yes.
Do you know the history? Did anyone tell you the history behind that?
The oak trees? No, I don't know
Okay.
anything about that.
What in fact happened was that Underberg was established, and then down the road, 5 or 6 kilometers away, we had Himeville. They had the school in Underberg, they had virtually everything in Underberg, not very much in Himeville. So apparently there was big to do about how to get the train to finish up in Himeville. And apparently someone who didn't want it in Himeville but wanted it in Underberg took the inspector out for drinks one night and got him a little bit on his ear, and then he agreed that it wouldn't come to Himeville, it would go to Underberg. So there was quite a bit of animosity between the two villages. And then
I noticed
in
they're
the
quite
early-
separate, eh? I mean, if you look on the maps, they are very secluded with each other. They're not like connected at all. They're
Just
like
by this road.
just the road
just
is
the
all.
road
Yeah, I
here,
noticed
yes.
it's like
Although obviously it's now all part of the same municipality. So what they did was somebody got everybody together and got people to donate oak trees. So they planted them along there in
They
a
do
way
look
to
nice.
try and combine the two communities.
that does look nice. Yeah.
So that's the story of the oak trees and a little bit about the train.
How long you been living? You live here, eh? Obviously.
I actually live in Bulwer.
Oh, okay. So you travel quite a bit of a way to get
Yeah.
here.
And we've been up here for about 12 years or so.
You like it, yeah?
11. I love it. I love
Nice.
it. And you know, Bulwer is actually a very rundown little village.
I mean, it doesn't, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
When I get up in the morning, I open my bedroom curtains and I look straight out at Bulwer Mountain.
Nice, eh?
And it's lovely, yeah.
And how safe is it? Like, do you have your usual issues, touch wood?
Touch wood, I can only really talk for Bulwer. As I say, we've been there 11, 12 years. We were renting a house while we were building our new house, and my husband had been staying there a couple of months, and then I moved up with everything.
Yeah, okay.
And the second night after we arrived, the outbuilding was burgled and a lot of Rick's tools taken.
It's the usual in South Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
But touch wood.
nothing too serious.
Oh, at around the same time, there was a house sort of catty corner to us, and the owner of the house was murdered by his gardener, and they've stuffed his body into the boot, and police found it in Pietermaritzburg.
That's more of a dispute between two people than a random act of crime. So
Or whatever, yeah.
that's usually better to hear that than have random acts of crime.
Yeah. No, we obviously we're aware, and
Even
and
here, I've
so
noticed
on.
it seems quite safe here. I mean, I've only been here for a
I
while.
think a lot of it is really just petty and opportunistic.
And like, you got a good community here, so everyone's like looking
Yeah.
after like the drug
Yeah.
security and all that.
Yeah. So that's the story.
Perfect. You have a lot of character. YouTube. You don't mind if you're on YouTube.
If you have to.
I do, because you have a lot of character. People will like you. I'm telling you. It's just people they like to watch what we do, where we go, and they want to know. They're interested in the stuff, you know.
And what do you
more
put
than-
it under on YouTube?
I can always give it to you, and then I'll send it to you later
Oh, okay.
when it's done. Or we'll be like maybe 2 days from now, but yeah,
Okay.
people will like you. I promise you now.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope they like our museum, and
Well,
I hope you do too.
Wherever we go, we leave links and directions, basically how to get you. This is the courtyard. Guys, there's so much. I don't even know how I'm going to get all this on recording. So I'm going to miss a couple of things, but that's fine, because I mean, if someone does actually want to come see this place one day, they can see it for themselves. So we just go to the stuff that I want to show you guys. It's for farming. They still use that, actually. This is a
Petrol pump.
petrol pump back in the old days.
Those were still galleons.
That looks like a hell of a mission. What's in there? It's the office.
Office.
What's this? Natural rooms.
Natural history rooms.
Am I to be scared of snakes in here? No, I don't think so. Sorry, I'm still scared. Snakes. There you go. So this is an anteater, if I'm not mistaken. They're living in similar to anteaters. I think that thing's dead now, but it looks like like an anteater. Yeah, these are all extinct animals, I think. No, they're not. There's spotted genet still alive. Small spotted genet. This thing still exists here. We still have those in South Africa. All the different skulls, porcupine. They do a lot here. Oh no, we get the flickering. And by the way, guys, you see the flickering in the light? That's got to do with the way the camera, the refresh rate. I didn't know. It's got to do with America's lights are toned differently to our lights. So the camera is toned to the American lights, basically, and that's what flickers. The only way to change is to change the refresh rate, which I'm not doing that. Look at that. Flicker away, boy. So, flora, bird, insects. Probably going to flicker in here as well. I'm not a big bird lover, guys. I am not a big bird person, but that is... Oh, shame. And there's a reflection, just a little baby deer. Parker. It's amazing how big that thing is. And even this thing, look how big this thing is. Jeez, this thing could kill a human if it tried. And a crane looking thing. Yes, it's intimidating, eh?
Little butterflies.
Oh. All the little ones. Very interesting, eh?
Yeah.
Lots. I didn't expect this to be here, guys. But came and take a look. I probably might make this a separate video. Hey?
That's traditional arts and crafts.
Actually, I think we should. I'm gonna show that. So this is traditional stuff. So Zulu people, right? So African, mostly. Actually, not 100%. There's no white African people. So the African people, they use all these things. They're very creative. There's a lot of the things that they do. I would say one of the creative people I know here in South Africa. It's amazing what they come up with. Skins and all sorts of things. And this is for flowers, I believe. Whack them flowers. It's hard to see things in closed stuff because of the fact that it's all reflected. Yeah, little pots and things. I'm sorry if I miss anything, guys. It's just that I do have kind of a ton of it, yeah, with the camera. I need to get another battery bank. What's this thing?
This is a prison cell.
A prison cell.
1972.
Oh my goodness! Look at the door. Guys, we need to have prison cells like this today. Crime won't exist. Look how crap this is. Oh man, this is awful. Hey RJ, imagine spending 20 years in here. 20 years in here, man. What is this for? It's a tap. See? So you would spend your 20 years in here for committing crime. They should still have it like this. I don't know why. Prisons are so much nicer. If you commit a crime and murder someone, you deserve to be in here, I guess. If you're falsely accused, that sucks. And I'm pretty sure falsely accused people happened a lot. Jeez, I thought that was a real person.
This is the telephone.
Yeah, this would be the communication center. Imagine this stuff is ancient. Isn't that what do they call them? A telegram kind of thing. I'm not sure what they're called. You guys let us know in the comments. Oh, here's the phones. What do you think? There's so much information here that we can go through, but I'm not going to go through all this. As soon as we get closer to this. Hello? Do you speak? And then that thing, I don't know what that thing is.
That's a telephone.
The whole thing?
Yeah. So when, in the old days, when someone finds someone, they need to speak to the person.
Oh, they're connected.
And then they connect the cable to
Yeah.
it.
It's amazing how far we've come, huh?
Yeah.
I don't need to do that anymore. There's a, what is that? What is that? The armory. Oh yes, that's what it is. I want to see. Okay, so guys, these are African Zulu. I don't know what tribe or what, but yeah, Zulu Nation, and that's what they usually wear, and all the little things they. I like how they got the alcohol there. They do love their alcohol. Different rocks. This don't look like an armory to me. Do not touch. I was gonna touch it. Damn it!
Razor clip, shaving kits.
Every time you see a piano, you want to touch it.
Spinning wheel.
No entry. What is this? Is this where you keep all the very bad prisoners?
Powder magazine. Great place.
I was hoping they would have like old ancient guns. That would be cool to see.
General map of South Africa, 1902.
Oh, there. Guys, this vehicle right here super common back in the day. I remember watching an old Lion movie and they were driving those things. Check out the number plate. RJ. NUD. They still have those number plates today on the cars, guys. Where we are now.
This is the old KwaZulu-Natal.
I'll take a look now. Yeah, so I was watching an old Lion movie with that, and it would the brakes would fail. KwaZulu-Natal. No, it's South Africa. Is it not?
That's KwaZulu-Natal. So we are
Is it?
there.
It's an old map. I see.
We are here.
That's where we are.
We're not that close.
I can't understand this map.
Because this map has been made. This is then called Natal and Zululand.
Yeah, it's like I don't actually understand that. No, so Basotho land would be Lesotho, and by the way, in Lesotho, the Lesotho people are called Basothos. That's the right way, the Basotho people, not Lesotho people. I think they still go by that. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to see some old weaponry. Imagine having these things in your dining set now. That fork. Oh wow. Oh wow, okay. Cameras. Unfortunately, mine is a little bit better. Just a little bit, you know. My camera is just a little bit better. This is just like a one step down kind of camera. Yeah. Hey RJ, see these cameras here. So guys, I think this is actually legitimate chocolate that's been sitting preserved for many years. I wonder how it'll taste. But cheers guys. There you go. 1940. Yeah, that's World War II, man. So here are some of the guns that I found. These were, man, what were they called now?
That's a Spanier 1918.
A Gatling. Can't be Gatling. This is a little further back than a Gatling. I don't know. But these Gatling guns, man, they used to use them in World War One. I don't know over these ones. You guys let me know. Gun enthusiasts are gonna butcher me. Oh, there's a primitive bow. How does that?
Sword and a sheath. So the sword inside the sheath.
Go back to your one.
No, this is the same one.
I really like that one.
And you can see this is a being thrown next door to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that is a possibility. That's that one.
So if you're interested in what it looks on the outside, there you go. That's what it looks like on the outside. Doesn't look much like a fort, huh? And then there's the town. And there's the trees she was talking about. They go all the way along. All the way along. So, yeah, I need to get going. Cold, I need to go this way. Alright. Here we go.